Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. Global Beast Tamer. I, the Eternal Beast Tamer. Chapter 61. The scorching sun at noon on the grassland was mercilessly scorching the earth. There was a dead silence on the grassland, and even the wind was reluctant to pass by. In the grass taller than a person, a figure that was soaked all over was moving forward staggeringly. Persist in. Hold on. If you persist a little longer, maybe you'll see him. The girl in black kept giving herself hope in her heart. She was worried that she wouldn't be able to hold on and fell, and she knew that once she fell, she might never be able to stand up again. So tired. My legs hurt. She had never run such a long distance in her entire life, and her legs were already twitching and shaking. In a trance, she could no longer see what was in front of her. But she still moved her exhausted body. According to this direction. Can we find him? How could I give up this opportunity so easily after working so hard? Sweat, blood and mud stained the wound, making the pain of her wound increase several times. The sharp blades of grass that cut across her body from time to time left no intact part of her body. I really don't know what she is insisting on, what is worthy of a young girl doing this. Don't talk about women. Even men are probably broken. 3 days and 2 nights. It had been 3 days and 2 nights since she was hunted. Running thousands of miles to attack and flee. The spiritual energy in her body has long been exhausted, and she relies solely on her beast control to maintain her physical strength. But she already felt it. It's dying too. The energy delivered is getting less and less. But it has been maintained continuously. She knows. It's draining life. It's all my fault. I'm the one who caused it. Her heart was filled with guilt for her mastery of the beast, but there was nothing she could do about it. My master beast no longer listens to me. If only I hadn't acquired her. Thinking of being transported to a cave as soon as he entered. Inside is what a senior left behind before he died. Apart from some beast crystals, the only thing left was a golden key. The moment she touched the key, a stream of information came into her mind. The key to the secret treasure. This is a key that can unlock a palace-level secret treasure. At that moment she was overjoyed. Unexpectedly, after 18 years of bad luck, she finally got lucky. God still favored her. It's just that I haven't waited for her to be happy for too long. The door outside the cave was opened. A man in blue clothes came in, claiming to be from Qinglong Academy. After seeing the secret treasure key in her hand, he jumped up in shock. Ask her to hand it over on the spot, otherwise she will be killed. Faced with such an arrogant person, no one will get what he wants, and neither does she. After a battle, he finally defeated the opponent with superior skills and escaped. But before she could run far, I actually caught up with several people from Qinglong Academy. She knows. The man called his companion. That's all. Fighting and running all the way, she finally became what she is now. He took out the key to the secret realm, which was still shining with golden light, from his arms. A bitter smile appeared on her face, a self-deprecating smile. I'm just telling you. When will God bless me? Not only am I unlucky this time, I'm even dead. At this moment, she couldn't wait to return the key to the secret realm in her hand, so that her beast control would no longer consume life. But she took her hand back. She didn't want to just give up. Her mother is being tortured right now, and she has to go back to save her. If she gives up this hope, she was really finished. She can't give up. Persist in. I can still hold on. Boom. An explosion sounded beside her. Then her weak body was lifted away like paper. Bang bang. She fell heavily to the ground, and the black gauze scarf on her head fell to the ground, completely revealing her cheeks. I wanted to stand up, but I had no strength left. Her hands could no longer support her weak body. Run. Keep running. Soon, the grass behind was flattened, and 4 men in green clothes panted and looked at the woman in black on the ground. Damn it. 3 days and 2 nights, why didn't I run you to death? A man with black hair on the far left pointed at the woman in black and said harshly. He was the one who was initially discovered and injured by the woman in black. He never thought that a person could run for 2 days and 3 nights without stopping. What the hell kind of physique is this? Still human. They followed him for 3 days and 2 nights, losing him several times. If it weren't for the fact that the key to the secret realm was so coveted by them, they would have given up long ago. Wait a minute, I didn't expect you to be a beautiful woman. At this time, only then did he discover. The woman lying on the ground turned out to be a beautiful woman who was lost in love. She is actually on par with the school beauty of their Blue Dragon Academy. For a moment, an evil thought sprouted in his heart. The four of them seemed to feel something and looked at each other. They all saw the desires in each other's hearts. Don't blame us, just think of it as your punishment. I randomly found an excuse. Several other people also nodded. This is the reward for your hard work. After saying that, the green-haired man wanted to take the key to the secret realm that the other party was holding first. Walk over, reach out and grab the key to the secret realm. A smile finally appeared on his face. This may be a treasure more precious than the egg of that ferocious beast. Now he finally got it. He pumped hard. He unexpectedly found that he couldn't pull out the key. The woman in black held the key tightly and refused to let go. You're still conscious. Let go, otherwise I don't guarantee what I will do. The man in green smiled and looked at the woman's face up and down. Asshole. The woman in black gritted her teeth. The tears that had not been shed during 3 days and 2 nights of running could no longer be held back. Who can come and save me? Chapter 62. The woman in black was almost desperate at this time. Seeing the undisguised evil thoughts of the 4 people, she was filled with shame and anger. I didn't expect that the students of Qinglong Academy were all sanctimonious scumbags. They are all scum. What should I do? At this moment, she racked her brains and couldn't think of any countermeasures. She knows, even if I hand over the key to the secret treasure to them now, they will not let me go. Do we really want to be defiled by these beasts? The woman in black bit her lower lip hard, and bright red blood slowly flowed out, but she didn't notice it. No, I can't give up. How could I leave my body to someone like this who is worse than a pig or a dog? At this moment, GTN's figure appeared in her heart again. It seems we haven't spoken since we met. Oh, I felt a little regretful before I died. Hope to meet you again in the next life. Thoughts flashed through my mind. The woman in black made a resolute decision at the last moment of her life as 427. Even if he self-destructs, he cannot let garbage touch his body. Sorry, my beast. Okay, you asked for it. An evil light flashed in the black-haired man's eyes, and he grabbed the girl's clothes in black. Goodbye, mother. A trace of tears flowed from the corner of my eyes. She mobilized the last energy in her body. Sudden. A figure suddenly appeared next to the girl in black. The next second, he and the girl disappeared together. Sorry, I am late. The girl who was about to explode the energy in her body suddenly felt herself being picked up. She was so frightened that she panicked. Did they do it to themselves? Almost no waiting. She just wanted to blow herself up in self-defense. At this time, the familiar voice came to her ears. Tenderness with a touch of love. Guilt with guilt. Is he here? Feel the hands hugging your waist. Tears of dissatisfaction once again shed from the corners of my eyes. Saved. At this moment, she was extremely happy, but she had no strength to express it. Don't move, just leave the rest to me. GTN looked at the girl in his arms with pity. The corners of his mouth were withered and yellow, and there was still a hint of blood. Shumei tried hard to lift the curtain, but she didn't have enough strength. There was no intact place in his body, and his pale face made him feel distressed. Is this still the fat, red and thin girl in black? The girl knows. It's him. It's GTN. With endless joy, only the remaining numb comfort. Then gradually fell into silence. Where are the people? Why did you disappear suddenly? The 4 people from Qinglong Academy on the ground asked in surprise when they discovered that the beautiful girl lying on the ground had disappeared in the blink of an eye. Over there. The boy in blue and red hair was the first to see GTN in the sky and pointed at his companion. Who are you? We are from Qinglong Academy. The green-haired man followed his companion's instructions and raised his head to see GTN holding the girl. Suddenly he was furious. The beauty that reached her mouth was actually snatched away. When did he, Long Ouchin, get snatched away by someone else? However, seeing GTN's extraordinary temperament, for a moment, he did not dare to act rashly. But he is ready to attack at any time. Oh, from Qinglong Academy. GTN frowned slightly when he heard the shouting of the people below. Then he shouted angrily. Is this how people from Qinglong Academy only know how to bully a weak woman? Qinglong Academy, one of the 4 major colleges in Xinjiang. Ji Bai had told him before, and it seemed that he was from the academy that flew over their heads. Okay, if you don't look for them, they will look for you. Then let's settle the old and new accounts together. GTN was filled with anger. These people are simply scum, and GTN, who already had some objections to Qinglong Academy, became even more disgusted with it. It's okay not to go to Qinglong Academy. I advise you to leave it alone, as it may bring disaster to you and your family. Long Ouchen threatened directly. He didn't believe there were people who weren't afraid of Qinglong Academy. His reputation of Qinglong Academy cannot be built on. Oh, I'll take care of it. GTN laughed angrily at his words. This man is so arrogant. It is enough to see that Qinglong Academy is just a little famous, if only it can teach such people. It will be over sooner or later. Looking at GTN's face carefully, he found that he was sure that Emmy had never seen him before. Moreover, the children of the big family who came here this time all know each other. In other words, this person is either from a small family or from a lower-level city. Thinking of this, Long Ouchen's heart stabilized. As long as there are no tough people in the background, he has nothing to fear. I really don't know how you, a silver-level person, dare to speak arrogantly in front of me and other gold-level people. Are you able to take care of the affairs of my Blue Dragon Academy? Long Ouchen rose slowly. He doesn't like to look up to others. The other 3 immediately followed. Obviously Long Ouchen is their boss. The 4 people occupied the 4 corners and surrounded GTN in the middle to prevent him from escaping. It can be seen that this is not the first time they have done something like this. Oh, are you planning to lay siege? GTN raised his eyebrows and said disdainfully. Is gold level amazing? Although he is silver, he can still abuse them. Ha, what a joke. Do you really think we will fight alone? Long Ouchen laughed and said to GTN. When a lion fights a rabbit, it is easy to use all your strength. Just looking at his speed just now, it is definitely not an ordinary silver top, and they will not take risks. Since they can fight in groups, why would they fight alone? That's right. What age are you in? Do you still think we can be one-on-one? That's right. We didn't learn in Qinglong Academy for nothing. Several people said loudly. Qinglong College ranks first among the 4 major colleges, which is not just a boast. But it has real results. Hearing these people say this, GTN was a little surprised. Aren't most villains arrogant? These people looked arrogant, and they were not really incompetent when it came to fighting. But his character is extremely poor. At this time, GTN suddenly looked towards the west and smiled slightly. He turned around and teased a few people. Okay, you like siege. Coincidentally, I also like it. Haha, how can you besiege us in 2.2 alone? Long Ouchen was amused by GTN's words. This is nonsense that people are talking about because they are frightened. But being careful, he immediately looked around to make sure there was no one hiding, and secretly breathed a sigh of relief. Boy, you still dare to scare us. Don't think delaying time will be useful, you'd better die. In order to avoid long nights and many dreams, Long Ouchen took the lead in launching the attack, and appeared behind GTN in a flash. At the same time, his hand suddenly grew larger, tearing Qingyi apart. His right arm instantly doubled in size. Skin color turns green. At the same time, sharp claws grow on the palms, leaving an afterimage in the sky. Sharp claws with cold light appeared on GTN's neck. It only took 0.1 seconds. But he is faster, GTN is faster. His is teleportation. At the moment when the claws are about to fall, his figure appeared in another sky 10 meters away. Chapter 63. Oh, he actually dodged it. One hit missed. Long Ouchen's heart sank slightly. Not to mention the silver level attack, even the gold level one may not be able to dodge this attack. This man is not simple. Long Ouchen was even more wary of GTN. What a sinister villain. He dares to sneak attack. GTN hugged the girl in his arms tightly and said coldly. These people are really shameless. HMPH, if I kill you, who will know what happened today? Long Ouchen smiled cunningly, not at all ashamed of his actions. Ah, then I want to see if you can kill me today. GTN smiled and said. He was not worried at all about being surrounded by 4 gold-level powerhouses. He always had an air of being in control of everything. And his look in Long Ouchen's eyes meant that he was completely ignoring them. This guy, he is actually prouder than me. Ouch. At this time, a sharp wolf howl came from the distance. 08. The sound penetrates the sky. Wolf. Is there a wolf here? Long Ouchen heard the wolf howl and thought for a moment. According to the information brought back by previous visitors, wolves can only be found in the north on the grassland. There shouldn't be wolves here. Wrong. As if he thought of something, Long Ouchen's expression suddenly changed. This is a wolf from the north. And it's coming this way. The wolf is coming. The wolf is really coming. It's the wolves from the north. Why did they come here? Aren't we far away from them? The remaining few people showed nervousness in their eyes. You don't need to think about it to know that they are no match for the wolves. Let's go quickly. It's too late to worry about the people above. Once the Wolf King arrives with his pack, don't talk about him anymore, you can't even run away. And the ones on my side are all gold level. But the other party is only silver level. Even if he doesn't care about it, the other party may not be able to escape the attack of the wolves. After saying that, immediately change direction and prepare to go in another direction. Before leaving, Yin Ouchen glanced at GTN one last time and said, "Do you really think that a single person can be a hero and save a beauty? The wolves are coming, let me see how you escape. Ha ha ha, just be a pair of desperate mandarin ducks." In laughter, the figures of the 4 people rushed into the distance, leaving an afterimage in the sky. Is there no way to escape in the end? The girl felt a little disappointed in her heart. Wolf pack, she had heard it countless times during her escape. I heard that a silver wolf conquered all the wolves on the grassland and became the only wolf king. West. It turned the western part of the grassland, which could not be walked in 10 days and 10 nights, into a sinkhole. Bury all the overlords in the west with hundreds of thousands of ferocious beasts. Then head east without stopping. Now, it's coming. Okay, at least I can see him before I die. It's better to die in his arms than to blow yourself up. Thinking of this, her heart actually relaxed a little. Opening your eyes with difficulty. Seeing GTN still looking as steady as a rock, she couldn't help but feel a sense of security in her heart. Did he not want to feel anxious about him? Sudden. A bold idea came to her mind. She wanted GTN to kiss her. I haven't found a boyfriend yet. Now, the man who never knew when he would be in his heart would be buried with him. She wanted to leave her first kiss to him. GTN. His lips and teeth moved up and down slightly, making an extremely weak sound. What's wrong? GTN was just about to use Yuehua summoning on the dying girl in his arms while those people were leaving. When he heard the girl's weak call, he asked nervously. He could clearly sense that the girl's body was close to exhaustion and needed treatment. As for treatment, you can use summoning moonlight yourself. Even though it's daytime now. But it doesn't affect his use of Yuehua, but it may take a little longer to treat the girl. Hope she can hold on. Can you kiss me? The girl's Oriole-like voice rang in GTN's ears, and at the same time, blood from nowhere dyed half of the girl's face red. It can be seen that it took a lot of courage from her to say this. Say it now. Immediately, the starry eyes were instantly closed, not daring to miss a single gap. After just waiting for a while, the expected kiss didn't seem to come. No, the girl felt a little lost in her heart. Really? Am I too frivolous? He doesn't like girls like me. The red color on the girl's face fell off in an instant and returned to its original pale color. GTN had no idea about the intense inner dialogue of the girl. When I heard the girl say that I wanted to kiss her, GTN thought he heard wrongly. Is this girl talking in her sleep? This is a big requirement for him who has been an old maid for 2 lifetimes. So GTN didn't react for a while. But seeing the red color on the girl's face, he knew that he must not have heard wrongly. The same is true for fact 943. How could he, the top silver guy, hear it wrong? Then do you want to kiss him or not? He hesitated. From his point of view, even though the girl is a little embarrassed now, she is still enough to be called a beauty, comparable to that elf girl. The appearance is worthy of being regarded as the most beautiful and fragrant in the world. In GTN's previous life, such a beauty could not even look at him. But now he actively asked to kiss her. Can you refuse yourself? At this time, he suddenly saw the girl's face turning pale again. He knew he couldn't wait any longer. Just think of it as saving her. He leaned down and gently touched his red lips. Just when the girl was dull, a hot breath came from her lips. He kissed me. The girl's face turned red again, and it became bright red. GTN straightened up somewhat reluctantly. It's still a bit salty. It seems to be the reason for the blood retention. Still, not bad. The girl's body trembled unconsciously. I gave him my first kiss. There is nothing left to cherish after death. GTN's face had a hint of blush at some point, but he still pretended to be shameless. Ahem, let me treat you. Chapter 64. Mu Yushi, who was ready to die, was stunned when she heard GTN's words. Can I still be saved? Just when she was confused, a warm energy flowed into her limbs. This gentle energy flowed throughout her body, causing her already sensitive body to tremble continuously. What is this? So comfortable. It's like returning to mother's arms. Like a cup of hot water in winter, it warmed her heart. She couldn't help but let out a soft hum, but she didn't notice it, completely immersed in Wanyehua's treatment. Ahem. The girl in Ji Tianchao's arms casts, calling the moonflower. Even during the day, streams of silver-white energy fell from the sky and sprinkled on the girl's body. The strange holiness that sets off the girl. The wounds on the girl's body gradually healed at a speed visible to the naked eye, and soon formed small scabs. Then it disappeared, leaving the white and tender skin looming between the broken skirt. GTN devoted himself to treating the girl. But the girl's humming kept echoing in his ears, making GTN feel uncomfortable all over. GTN felt that there was a devil next to his ears that was constantly tempting him, making his blood boil. No, his blood boiled. There was no other way, so GTN had no choice but to lift the girl up again to prevent himself from being accidentally embarrassed. Seeing the girl's complexion gradually improving, GTN nodded with satisfaction. The effect of calling the moonflower is very good, or very good. There are almost no restrictions. Whether it's restoring consumed energy or treating a seriously injured body, whether it's a person or a ferocious beast, everything can get better quickly without exception. It can be weighed as much as tens of millions of gold bomb. It also proves how valuable this skill is. GTN can now say without politeness. Even if he doesn't work hard now. He relied on the trick of calling the moonflower to open a shop in the city, which was enough to make him rich. He would have no worries about food and drink for the rest of his life. However, GTN obviously will not do this. He also wanted to see the scenery at the top of the world. Where would he stop here? His dream has never changed. He will build a city. A city bigger than Chin City. So, he still has a long way to go. 10 minutes passed. Mu Yushi finally recovered from that wonderful feeling and opened her eyes. The first thing I saw was GTN's handsome and resolute sunny-side face. He was still hugging himself with both hands. At this time. Only then did she feel the hot hands on her body firmly holding her delicate body so that she could lie firmly in her arms. Sudden. She seemed to feel something. In an instant, her fair and rosy face was covered with red clouds on her neck. A little struggle. GTN knew when he felt the weak struggle of the girl in his arms that she was awake. Are you feeling uncomfortable anywhere else? GTN asked with concern. Open your eyes. Mu Yushi whispered softly. Thank you, Mr. Xie. I don't know if you can put me down. Cannot. GTN's righteous refusal. My brother hasn't gone down yet. How can I just let him go? Of course, said. Ahem, girl, look, there's no place to stay here. Your injury has just healed. It's better not to go down. Hearing GTN say this, Mu Yushi couldn't say anything, so she could only blush with embarrassment and twist her little head into GTN's chest. At this time, it occurred to her that although her injury had been healed, the wolves were coming soon, and she squinted slightly. She saw the dust and smoke rising into the sky. Very close. In the end they couldn't escape. However, it doesn't seem to be as bad as thought. Brother G, can I call you that? She asked delicately, her voice gentle and sweet. Of course, what's your name? GTN nodded and asked at the same time. My name is Yushi. Mu Yushi. GTN murmured slightly at the corner of his mouth, keeping this name in his heart. This name may, no, be the person who will accompany him throughout his life. He is not a saint, he is a serious man. But when you find something you like, you will never let it go. As for whether he will be called a scumbag, GTN never thought about it. This is an era when great power comes to oneself. As long as you are strong enough, then no one dares to say anything. Moreover, the human race in this world allows polygamy. Of course, polyandry is also allowed. Just a little is right. And when he saw Mu Yuxi's appearance, he fell in love with her. Feelings can be cultivated, but love only happens once. Brother G, Wolf, what should we do? Mu Yushi looked at GTN worriedly. She wanted GTN to leave first and leave her alone. As long as she hands him the key to the secret realm and asks him to help her rescue her mother when she gets out, she will have no regrets. Who knows? When GTN heard her words, he still looked calm, without any panic. This made her a little anxious. If you don't leave, it will be too late. Backquote. Wolf. It's okay. And me. GTN patted her body with the hand holding her and said calmly. This. Mu Yushi didn't know where GTN's confidence came from. Although I don't quite believe it. But GTN was unwilling to leave her and jumped on his own. She was already very moved. Time flies. While they were talking, the wolves in the distance have arrived 1,000 meters away from them. It's over. Brother G can't leave now. Mu Yushi smiled bitterly. Under the actions of the wolf pack that were comparable to a tide of beasts, nothing can stop them from moving forward. Close your eyes silently. It would be nice to die together with Brother G. He rubbed his little head into Brother G's arms. A sweet smile appeared on the corner of the mouth. Quietly waiting for death. The sound of running wolves gradually approached her ears. She could almost hear the distance between the two sides. km. 800, 500, 300, 200. Just as she continued to count down, the running sound in her ears stopped. And she was still lying in Brother G's arms. She is not dead. Surprised, she immediately opened her eyes. Suddenly she saw a scene that shocked her. She actually stood on the body of a wolf. Even if you can only see part of the back. But she could still see that the wolves, which were tens of meters tall, had calmed down at this time, waiting for the Wolf King's orders. How is this possible? Her little cherry mouth opened into a round shape at this moment. Okay, do you want to come down? GTN smiled and whispered to the girl in his arms. He enjoyed the girl's shocked look. So cute. So innocent. Come on. Chapter 65. In a daze, he was put from GTN's arms to the Wolf King's back. She actually feels a little unreal. This is really the back of the Wolf King. The giant wolves that were a few meters or tens of meters around were looking in the direction of the moment with unmistakable reverence in their eyes. At this time, she seemed to realize something. Looking at GTN in shock. You are the master who conquered the entire pack of prairie wolves, the silver wolf. It is your master beast. GTN nodded silently. You are still the one who led the pack of wolves to kill the entire group of giant demon spiders in the Western Overlord land. GTN nodded silently, smile in eyes. Only at this moment did she truly understand. She asked why GTN appeared here. She asked why GTN was not afraid of being attacked by several gold-level players. She asked why GTN was not afraid at all when faced with a horde of wolves. Turn out to be. He is so awesome. When I first came in. She remembers that he was just Kurigane. How long has it been now? 3 days. Or 4 days. When she looked at him again, he was already top silver. What a talent this is. This is simply evil. The silver light in her eyes sparkled. I am happy for GTN and proud of him. And GTN didn't bother her. He knew that the news was a bit shocking to her. After all, if you haven't seen something like this with your own eyes, it will definitely be treated as a joke. What he has to do now is to avenge her. Thinking of this, GTN's eyes showed a hint of coldness. His gentleness is only towards the people he likes and his friends. His hands are never kind to his enemies. Do you really think that he, GTN's woman, can be bullied by anyone? Ouch. Feel the master's mood. The roar of the howling moon serious. Mu Yushi woke up and saw that the wolves were about to attack again. She asked doubtfully. Brother G, where are we going now? GTN lowered his head and changed his expression, met Mu Yuxi's crystal eyes, smiled and said, I'll help you get revenge. After saying that, GTN ordered Xiaoyu serious. Go, you dare to take advantage of my woman, you don't want to live anymore. Southeast direction. Chase me. Ouch. Howling Moon Sirius looked up to the sky and roared, his expression extremely excited. Avenge its mistress. Even I don't dare to mess with my master. How dare you? You must be tired of living. Mu Yuxi's face turned red. However, he did not deny it. Find a place not far away to recover by yourself. Although GTN's call to the moon restored her body. But the damaged meridians in her body still had to be nourished by her. Moreover, the beasts in the Book of Summoning also need her care. This is all she needs to do. GTN glanced sideways and saw that Mu Yushi was not angry, and felt happy in his heart. It's obvious that she also likes me, Ayad. Otherwise, he wouldn't have allowed himself to kiss her. Let go of this thought. GTN came to the head of Xiaoyu Sirius and looked towards the distant place. It seems that I saw the 4 people from Qinglong Academy running wildly. Brother Long, do we still want to keep running? Among the 4, the fattest one couldn't hold on anymore and fell to the grass, panting and saying, I originally chased that woman for 3 days and 2 nights. The spiritual power in his body has been almost exhausted, and he is the only one among the 4 who has not broken through to the gold level. The storage of spiritual power itself is less than that of several others. I can't hold on any longer now. Stop running. The wolves were not coming towards us in the first place. We have almost escaped from the range of the wolves. Long Ouchen looked around and felt that there was only a little energy left in his body, and it slowly fell to the fat man's side. Take out a piece of silver-grade beast crystal and absorb it. Don't look at it, he is already golden. But you can only consume silver-level beast crystals. Gold-level ones are too precious. They can only be used as a trump card to save your life. It is precisely because of the preciousness of high-level beast crystals that so many people were willing to risk death by going down to the whirlpool to dig for beast crystals. Because every gold-level beast crystal is priceless. In the wild, it is almost difficult to encounter a single gold-level ferocious beast. Each of them has developed into a tribe. Every time I go out there are groups of people trying to hunt down one. Then be prepared to face a dozen or even dozens of ferocious beasts. Therefore, every beast crystal of gold level and above is regarded as a treasure. Every time you encounter it, you will definitely encounter a fight from everyone. At this time, Long Ouchen, who had just sat down cross-legged, noticed that the earth was shaking. And this kind of vibration is getting slower and slower, but the amplitude of the vibration is getting bigger and bigger. Even the small stones on the ground have started jumping around on the ground. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.